Yeah. So good morning to everyone. Nothing? Come on, man. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. So my name is IGNACIO AGUIRRE, as they just said. I'm a marketing strategist. I'm the VP of Growth for XapoBank. And basically, I come here to talk to you a little bit about a new way to bank. So in these past months, it's been pretty crazy, right? Who thinks it's been crazy in the crypto space? Hands up. Oh, a lot of people don't think it's crazy, but well, I think it is a little bit. So guys, my idea here is to talk to you a little bit, not do any aftermaths, not do any things about what happened. But today I'm here to talk a little bit about a new way to bank. So basically, XapoBank is a crypto private bank. So we're the first private bank to manage crypto and traditional finance at the same time. So here, today, I want to talk a little bit about some of the things that you should be checking with all the incidents that have been happening. I want to talk to you a little bit about all the things that you should be taking care of when you're looking for a new bank account, when you're looking for a crypto account. So basically, as I mentioned, we're XapoBank. We're located in Gibraltar. And so I'll talk about the 4 points that you should check. So the first point is when you're looking for a new bank, you should be looking for a bank who has a banking license and a VASP license. So some of you who are not so familiar with this, when you're looking for, like, an exchange has a VASP license, and then the banking license is a totally separate thing. So when you're looking for a crypto private bank, you should be looking for someone who has both of these licenses in the same jurisdiction. What does this mean? That you should definitely have this same license located in the same physical jurisdiction. The banking license will give you this that will be able to take care of your money, and the VASP license is the one who's going to help you take care of the crypto. So the second thing that you should be looking for when looking to find your new crypto private bank is to have a well-regulated jurisdiction. What does this mean? You need to check for a jurisdiction that really matches the type of bank that you're looking for. In this case, as I mentioned, we're based in Gibraltar. And for some of you who might not know Gibraltar, Gibraltar is a super solid jurisdiction. And why is it such a solid jurisdiction? It's a solid jurisdiction because we have the standards of the UK banking standard, of the UK banks. So this means that we actually have access to the UK market. And this means we actually apply the same laws, we have the same structure, and they made the same deposit guarantee schemes. Now, one of the most important things about Gibraltar is, I don't know, is anyone familiar with the FATF? Hands? No. Okay, the FATF is an organization which pretty much gives what is like the recommendations that you should have in terms of security for virtual asset service providers. This means exchanges. So the FATF pretty much came up with the first recommendations in 2019. This happened because obviously the crypto market started to grow and the market cap started growing. So the FATF, 2019. So Gibraltar started in 2017. And one of the even best things is that someone from our team at XapoBank helped to create these laws and to push this law. Why? Because we saw that there was going to be a market. We know that it was going to be important to have this well-regulated. So this means that since 2017, we started with these regulations. So this means we had 2 years advantage. And when the FATF gave the first recommendations, some of the countries were like, well, how are we going to apply this? In this case, Gibraltar had already started with these recommendations. And on the other side, something that is really good about Gibraltar is that they don't want to just release licenses for everyone. They really want to make sure that they have the proper banks and that they don't want like just quantitative. They don't want to have hundreds of banks. They really want to have the best banks within their jurisdiction. The third thing you should search for is a strong balance sheet. So I think a lot of people have heard in these past months about strong balance sheets and pretty much FTX, right? So when you're looking for a bank, I think it's important that we don't just like look at a pretty face and a good branding, because some of these banks, they don't have a lot. It's a lot of fluff. It's just like a lot of good marketing, a lot of good content. But when you look at a bank where you're going to put your money, you should make sure that you actually check the balance sheet. You should have a good core banking that's backing your bank, because at the end of the day, you're putting all your efforts and all your funds into someone, and they should be able to take care of it. And the fourth one is to have strong security. So in terms of strong security, what does this mean? We at XapoBank, we actually develop a very strong and safe product. The mission of our company is to help people protect their wealth. So we're really focused not only on day trading or people just investing and doing stuff. We really protect our members, and we want to make sure that all our members can protect their wealth, can grow their wealth, and can make sure that they will be having a safe haven for their funds. So as I mentioned, we're based out of Gibraltar, and this is the picture of our global branch. So it's very important. Anyone here has heard about offshore banks? Yeah. Anyone actually knows what an offshore bank is? Okay. So I mean, I think this is pretty clear, and sometimes we stumble upon this. So offshore banks is something that you hear in the news. Sometimes you hear people talking about it, but people, sometimes they don't really know what it means. So an offshore bank, basically, it's a bank which is located and operated out of your jurisdiction. This means you can live in one country, but you have another bank which actually works in another jurisdiction. So why is this important? I think when you talk, and we focus a lot on emerging markets, and we see that a lot of people in emerging markets don't get access to different currencies. So basically, you have a local currency, which normally pairs to a dollar, to the euro, or to some of the other major currencies. But we think that emerging markets are looking for a place where they can diversify and they can protect their wealth. This means that you should be able to have access to some of the other currencies, and you can pretty much say, okay, I want to diversify, I want to get access. In our case, we have US dollars. So you want to be able to have this other account where you pretty much send your money and it's protected in a different jurisdiction. So I think in emerging markets, we're seeing more and more reach for this type of solutions. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, you want to diversify, and you're going to be able also, in our case, you want to have an account that you have dollars and also crypto. So, stable coins. I think stable coins, we all know stable coins, right? I think stable coins in these past 2 years have played a very important part of the ecosystem, because pretty much stable coins are bridging from traditional banking into crypto. They give you access to crypto without having a lot of volatility, but also, and I'm going back to emerging markets, also people are searching for ways to get different type of currencies. And as I mentioned, if you're living in an emerging market, sometimes you don't get access, let's say, for example, to US dollars. So what is happening, that you see every day, you see more and more countries that you don't see growing in terms of bank accounts, but crypto is growing. Why? Because you don't get access to these assets. And for us, it was very important to see that some of our members actually asked us, hey, we just opened up a bank account, but for example, we don't have access to dollars. So what will we do? We now have a new option where you can send USDC and you receive dollars directly. So this is helping not only in terms of giving people chance to separate and to really protect their wealth, but also a different access so that they can really exchange some of the local currencies into stable coins, and then from stable coins into your USD accounts. And also, I think the most important part, and something that you should be thinking about, is when you're looking for a bank, you should have a one-stop shop. What does this mean? That when you have an exchange, so how many of you guys here have an exchange account in crypto? Okay, perfect. And raise your hand if this same exchange is a private bank or a bank has a banking license. Okay, I don't see any hands. It is super important in this near future to make sure that you have both of these worlds colliding in the same place. Why? Why is it so important? It's important because I can remember a couple of months ago when I wanted to sell some crypto and send it to my bank. So I exchanged from this crypto into euros, and when I sent the money, I didn't see it in my account, and it went back. And then again, it happened again, it went back. When I called the bank, I told them, hey, what's happening? And they told me, we're very sorry, but we're not accepting deposits from this exchange. So this is going to be the problem in the near future. So when you don't have both of the worlds living under the same roof, you're not going to be able to pretty much move your money. In our platform, you can send from your account, from your currency account in fiat into Bitcoin. But if you decide that you want to send it back, you're going to be able, and you have a debit card. So I think maybe a lot of people don't think about this, but this is something that will definitely be like a really important matter, that you have both of worlds colliding. So we have been working pretty much in trying to solve these problems and create a platform which is very user-friendly. And just think, I think just going back to the 4 points that I mentioned, make sure that you search for a bank who's going to help you and really is going to give you the safety that they're going to be able to take care of your money, and also bridging this world. I think a lot of companies, a lot of big banks today are saying like, oh, yeah, we're going to go into crypto. So I think the nice thing about us is we were born crypto native. So it's not like we had a bank and we decided to just enable crypto. It was born, as I mentioned, we were the first private crypto bank. So we understand both of the worlds and we feel comfortable with it. And now we're bringing even more stable coins that you will be able to deposit. And also you're going to be able to handle, send other normal currencies. So just, if you want to just take something important about this keynote, is make sure that you really do your research and make sure that you find the proper bank who can take care of you, who's going to have a proper jurisdiction, who has a very strong security, and mainly have a very strong balance sheet, because this is what will actually help you have a solidity behind you, and this is what will eventually be able to back up the money that you're putting inside. So, this is not moving. Can you move it one forward? Okay, so thank you very much for your time. We have a booth, we have a lounge here. So if you guys want to know a little bit more about XapoBank, what's our offering, and how can we help you? Because as I mentioned, I think the most important part is we want to help our members protect their wealth. So we're really, really keen to have conversations. We want to talk to some people. Come to us. We can tell you a little bit about what we're doing, and we can actually clear up some of the stuff that I mentioned during the presentation. So thank you very much for your time, and let's meet in our lounge. Thank you.